Live with John Young.
They are here. They are live. We are looking at Jeremy Breck and Ben Stowe. Gentlemen, good evening.
Hi, John.
So where are you guys at now? I mean, it's Minnesota and there's no snow, so that can't be here.
Yeah, we were in beautiful downtown Minneapolis.
Got done with all the day, and we're just enjoying a night out, networking with a lot of the people across the country that came to Audio Symposium
and other countries.
And now we're at the Loop, so just enjoying.
I'm just about to have some nutrition, feed those brains, so we can go back in tomorrow and get our nerd on again. Yeah.
Get our nerd on. How come I think that's really apropos?
Hey, that's for sure.
So, guys, tell us a little bit about what the Audio Symposium is about. If you can, Ben, give us a little history on it, and then Jeremy, tell us a little bit about what it's about.
Well, I think, ironically, the history involves Jeremy, that he's been a big part of, the Lighting Symposium, and obviously he's been committed to education in our industry for a long time. A guy I really admire and respect. And so when he came to me and to you and to Mike Rousseau and said, we'd really like to see something like your Lighting Symposium, but on audio, it took a little time, but it finally got some traction. And, there's some irony that we've done the Lighting Symposium at the Electric Voice headquarters for 4 years, and we didn't do an audio one. So it's kind of nice to be able to go to, the palace of nerdery, the mecca of audio. And, I think it's been a great, I'll let Jeremy touch on, what we talked about, but I think it's been a great experience. The attendees are inside right now, over food and drinks, and they're just buzzing about it. They're talking about the things they've learned, and the ideas are flowing, and it's just been, I think, overwhelmingly positive already.
Nice.
Yeah, it's been really exciting. The cool thing is, obviously there's a lot of this focused on us as DJs, but the really neat thing is there's actually people here who mix sound for churches and pro audio. So just being able to network with some of those people. The sessions today, the first session packed with a lot of information, but it's one of those things where you have to take this information to move on to the next steps. So I think the way everything was laid out today was fantastic. Obviously, I've gone through the tour of the facility in the past, so it's always nice to see that again and just kind of seeing some of the people who haven't been here, their excitement with the whole tour. But I mean, the sessions today have just been great, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow.
We're drawing kind of a live crowd just off to my left here. In case Stevie keep looking over here. We have fans.
Yeah, the raised signs over there.
There's something, I don't know. Yeah, but
so there's one person over there.
Ben Stowe.
This is unclear.
Ben Stowe.
Stay away, please.
Stay away. Yeah. Security. Hey, security.
Yeah, that's online.
All right, I'll pay you guys $5 later. Thanks for saying that.
So, Jeremy, being it's day one, and you've been coming into this as a DJ, what's a couple of takeaways from today for you?
One of the sessions that I was extremely excited about, which did not disappoint me whatsoever, was gain structure. And, I always struggle with, okay, why is my microphone peaking too early, or why is this happening? And having information given to you on here's kind of the steps, here's what's happening, here's why things should be happening the way they should, and then actually going hands-on and using a DJ mixer and even using a live audio board, being able to really use those things hands-on and start with step 1, step 2, step 3, and actually hearing the clarity that you can get out of your audio. And then we did the opposite. It's what happens if you do this, this, and this. And then all of a sudden you started hearing, oh yeah, it's distorting early, or even the music files. We talked about the compression in music anymore, how MP3s and the quality of that. And one of the songs that I actually have in my system, we played that, and the distortion was so bad because whoever I bought the music from, I don't know if when I ripped it or when it got ripped, but it just didn't have, it was completely blown and clipping, and it sounded terrible. And before, when I was doing my shows, I didn't think about it. People are dancing, they're having a good time. That's all that matters. But when you started listening to it, after going through some of these sessions, you're like, oh my gosh, that sounds like crap. I need to find a new version of this song. So like I said, just the hands-on was fantastic. And again, all the progression, starting from here and then working to our way towards where we ended up on the end of the day was just
Starting out, I had I started out with the first session. I had a 2-hour audio fundamentals session, and I mean, you sit and think about how do I put together audio fundamentals in 2 hours? I mean, you can get a 4-year degree in audio engineering, but I'm glad to hear it went well, and I'm kind of relieved and glad to hear gain structure went well too. I got tasked with that one as well, but I was excited to do it because I think that is certainly one of the least understood and one of the most important things when it comes to quality sound. And like Jarek said, we showed people, why and how to do it correctly. And then we sent people out, and it was really good that we had live sound people over on DJ controllers and vice versa. So everybody got to work on both the DJ controller and a live sound console. Hey, there's Mr. Mike Rousseau. What's up? The man of the hour, the man who made this all possible right there. But also, like Jarek said, I told everybody, I said, well, now do it wrong, so you can hear, you'll know these sounds when you're in the field, and you'll say, oh, that's an overdriven preamp. Okay, well, now I know what it is, and I know how to fix it, and it was obnoxious. It was a cacophony of distortion and feedback, but it was great because, you saw people smiling when they were getting the good results that, you really could tell, I think, that people are leaving with a lot more confidence and excitement about running their rigs. Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. Guys, do you have a couple minutes? We can get a word from our sponsors and then come back and let's talk about what day 2 is going to encompass. Do you have a few more minutes for us?
Sure.
All right. This is these are the sponsors for our DJ and TV show. And yes, Electro Voice, who is a big part of the Audio Symposium. They are one of our sponsors here with Mr. Junkie News TV. We'll be right back.
DJ Event Planner will change the way you manage and run your business. Streamline all of your procedures and software into one easy-to-manage system. DJ Event Planner, the ultimate online planning tool.
Hits USA from RPM. Our name says it all. Get the latest hits while they're the hottest. With Top Hits USA, you'll have the track for sure. Visit tophitsusa.com or call 800-521-2537 and get a free demo.
So those are the sponsors for our DJ and TV shows. Please go out, show them some love. Links are in the description below. You can go out there and show them a little bit of love here for their support with these shows. Gentlemen, Ben, Jeremy, tomorrow, day 2, kind of give us an overview of what we're going to, what the attendees are going to hear and experience tomorrow.
I think tomorrow kicks off with microphones, right?
Yeah, we're going to cover microphones, wired and wireless. We're gonna do probably my favorite session tomorrow. The one I'm really excited for is we're going to play a little game called Training Your Ear, identifying frequencies and tones, being able to hear a frequency and peg it. And I don't know how advanced we're going to get. We'll kind of see where people are at, but that could be as simple as just hearing a single sine wave, a tone, and saying, okay, that's 3K or whatever. But then we can also do subtle boosts and cuts in program material, music material, and allow people to try to pick that out in there. So, and when they're listening to actual music in their rigs, they can say, wow, it sounds like, maybe it's a little muddy at 250. I want to maybe knock a little of that out, So that I'm really excited for. Gosh, what else? There's a whole bunch of good stuff tomorrow. I can't even remember right now.
Yeah, I was going to say there's a whole schedule, and I'm sorry I'm putting you guys on a spot because you don't have it in front of you.
We're just our food, so
Yeah.
There's food on the side here.
John, one of the things I really want to point out, and I'm excited to see a lot of DJs here, but I'm also kind of disappointed that there's not more DJs here. This has been an awesome day 1. Day 2 is going to be great, and I want people to really understand why this type of workshop is important, because what we do every day in the field when we're looking at this and saying, well, why is this feeding back? Or why is the officiant not sound very clear? This is the answers. This is exactly why we're learning what we are here. And, no, we're not going to have all the answers, but the fact that these guys are so open to questions, and, that's one of the things I really enjoyed about these sessions is they talk about something. Oh, hold on. We got a question on this. Then they take the time to answer that question.
We're actually rewarding questions. We're rewarding questions with stickers, and whoever has the most stickers wins a line array or something.
And I'm doing really good right now. So
he's been like selling his stickers on the black market. He's like going down the hallway like, sticker.
Be able to buy my X line.
Right.
But again, it's all about learning at our own pace. And all the things that we do every single weekend, every single day, this is where we're learning it. And I know that I can go back to my market, and I've got guys that I invited from my market, because if we can all progress and make ourselves better, we're going to raise our market. We're going to be able to charge more. We're going to raise the value of what we do in our market. So again, if you did not make it to this year, I really encourage you to come back next time, because I know I will probably be back next time. There's so much information here. And if you don't take away something, then you weren't listening.
There's nobody that I've talked to, and I've been very actively engaging our attendees. There's nobody that I've talked to that has said that they don't feel this was overwhelmingly beneficial already.
Yeah.
I think it's a little bit like drinking from a fire hose for some people, but you know what? Again, the response has just been overwhelmingly positive. And what's going on right there, right inside that restaurant where the rest of the group is sitting down and eating, is these people are talking about it. They're comparing notes. And I think everybody actually has a very upbeat feeling about it right now. It's really exciting to see, the lights go on and see people say, oh, wow, I'm getting this stuff now. And that's what we try to convey. John, you and I have done over 100 shows. Jerry, you do Shop Time. And, we can put these things out on the internet, but there is just some real value to being in a place like this. Notwithstanding to see the engineering facilities and to see how these things are designed, there's just some real value to coming in and being able to be a part of this group and network and ask questions. And, I really hope we do it again next year. I really do. That's not a guarantee at this point, but, just seeing the response has me encouraged and willing to put forth the time and energy to do it again.
Now, for the guys out there who are thinking, oh, it's just basically a glorified EV sales pitch, address that one before you guys we wrap it up here today.
Say that again, John. Sorry.
For the people out there who are thinking it's just kind of a glorified EV, it's at EV, so they're probably trying to sell speakers.
We haven't demoed a single thing.
Actually, here's the funny part. There's a live sound gentleman who uses RFC. Is that what it is? RCF. He uses RCF. He doesn't even use EV stuff, but he's here. He's learning, because all this information is for anybody.
Physics is universal. We have not talked about a single EV product.
There's not been one sales pitch.
Not whatsoever. At all. No, and there doesn't have to be. You give people knowledge, and they get a chance to experience those EV products. They'll sell themselves. EV's not worried about it. They're not. They don't need to make this a sales pitch. This is about learning.
Yeah.
I wouldn't participate if it was a sales pitch. I just wouldn't. I wouldn't be here. That's not. I'm not their shill. But they don't need me to be either. The products sell themselves.
Yeah, yep, exactly. With that, I just want to make sure that we get that out there, because there's going to be people who are going to ask about that. We want to make sure. Guys, you need to go eat. We appreciate your time. We're going to just cut this one a little bit short because we're on Ben's data package right now. We don't want to eat up all of his data. So, again, day 2, big day for you guys tomorrow. And Ben, if you got some time, let's recap next week if you've got a few minutes and talk more about how everything went.
Sounds good. You know what? It's been 6 or 7 weeks since I've taken a single day off, and I realized that it sounds, you can say it and people just kind of go, okay, yeah, but living it, believe me, is a little different. Literally, these have been like 16 to 18-hour days for like 6-7 weeks in a row. So next week I'm actually going to do something crazy, absolutely completely uncharacteristic, and I think I'm going to take a day off.
Wow, that is.
John, we can recap, John.
Yeah,
so, I'll be good. Just maybe Tuesday. I'll pop on Tuesday. We'll do something. So.
Well, that sounds good, guys. We'll touch base and recap and see how things went. So, thank you guys for watching. We're going to be back in about 15 minutes with show number 3. We've got Mitch, who's going to be getting ready to go here in just a little bit. Jeremy, Ben, thank you for being on tonight.
Ben, thank you, John.
Thanks, John. Feel better.